So this is where we tell people that you can own a piece of the motherland and build generational wealth for yourself. Our slogan is where pure joy meets endless happiness, and Black Star Resort is a five-star destination resort, and our main goal is to give exclusive experiences to our customers.
Yo.
Hey, oh my God, dog. What's going on, good people? We are back. We are back in the building, man. Apologize for our lateness, but you already know CPT. Anyway, welcome, guys, to another episode of the Top Hill Live. This is your boy, Mr. Top Hill Live, aka Imani Raw.
And I am D Carmen.
D Carmen back in the freaking building. Round of applause. Yes, sir. Hey, Carmen. Hey. How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Good, good.
I'm happy to be back. I feel like it's been so long.
I know, man.
Too long.
It has been too long. You've been very, very much missed and stuff like that. So it's happy to have you
I
back.
missed you guys too. I was like, oh, I hope I don't forget.
You cannot forget about Carmen, man. But it's good to have you back. We're about to get into a great episode tonight. I'm super excited to get into this joint. We got a very special guest in the building as well, too. You know what I mean? So guys, we're going to have our special guest come on. Then we're going to get into the second half of the show where we do the reaction. So if you guys have anything that you want to ask the guest, be sure to put it in the comments. Also, if you have anything that you guys want us to check out or react to, also put that in the comments as well too, man. So, but yeah, I think we can get right into it, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Without further ado, we want to go ahead and welcome Dr. Frank Acheampong in the building, man. What's going on, man? What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up? What's going on? Good.
Oh, my bad. The round of applause. My bad. Look at the round of applause. I'm so sorry, man. Round of applause. The problem is I got to add it in later because I'm still figuring out the system. I got like 7 windows in here, so they can't hear the sound effects yet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, the room is even more empty now.
but anyway, Dr. Frank Acheampong, thank you so much for joining the Top Hill Live. It is a pleasure to have you on here. We're going to have a really, really great discussion on here. So, Frank, if you want to just go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, let them know who you are, and yeah, maybe we can get right into it.
All right, sounds great. So my name is Frank. Right now, as I said, I live in Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah. My background. So grew up in Bronx, New York. Originally from Ghana, born and raised in Ghana. Grew up in Bronx, New York. Kind of moved around a little bit. Went to school at University of Buffalo for undergrad, and then I did my doctorate in Mass College of Pharmacy. So that is so professional wise. I'm an informatics pharmacist, but currently not doing that anymore. I'm going back and doing a resort in Ghana. And the way I started with um, getting into real estate was due to just in pharmacy school. I bought a condo, and then once I finished pharmacy school, I was able to like literally flip that condo within the 3 years. I bought it for 50,000, and I ended up selling for 75,000. So I was like, oh, there's money to be made here.
Yeah.
So from there, I like literally I'll buy a house, I'll live in for a couple of years, sell it, make the top on, and then I started kind of seeing a pattern in real estate. So long story short, now I own multiple residential properties. And I was telling Imani, I have Airbnbs, and then also I have commercial properties in downtown Baltimore. But basically, that knowing the power of passive income kind of got me excited into doing something back in Ghana, something big in Ghana. So that is just a little bit about my I guess my background.
Yeah, yeah. This is really really exciting. For you guys that don't know, me and Frank actually met at InvestFest down in Atlanta from Earn Your Leisure, and he was telling me. Well, I actually went to your booth and I saw your
Hmm.
resort, and I was like, wait a minute, I got to talk to this guy right here. And then we had a we had a great conversation, and we just had a lot of stuff in common, man. It's like you're like 100 steps ahead of me, but this the see that you are also investing in Baltimore, where I'm at as well too, and doing Airbnb, and then, now you're building this incredible resort, back in Ghana, man, and I think it's just incredible what you're doing. I love to see, our people like giving back. What I mean, giving back to the continent and stuff like that. So, this show is all about bridging the gap. So Africans on the continent, Africans in the diaspora, just going back home and investing back home. This is like absolutely the best time to do it. So
Yep, yep. Just to tell you a little bit about how even I stumbled onto, I guess, this project. Like literally, I didn't really go to Ghana to find a project to do, but
oh wow, okay,
I was one of those like the in 2019, I guess the Ghana president made that year the year of return.
right.
So even myself, like, cause I mean, I came '99, so it's a while ago. So I
Mhm.
was like, oh, let me go and
Pretty
check
little
it out.
different.
Yeah. Let's go check it out. What the whole year of return. But when I went, I had fun. Then from there, except the COVID year, I didn't go. But then 2021, I went, had fun, and then 2022, when I went, um, and then my brother actually decided to actually move back with the family. So with
Mhm.
the family, we went to like a beach around there. And what happened was when we were at the beach, for some reason the place was so dirty. They have bottles and
Mhm.
in the ocean, and then the rubber and all that stuff. And being an investor here, I'm like, man, if you have an investor come in and clean this stuff and build something really nice, this is money making right here.
Yeah.
So from there, and then my brother's friend was there. He's like, hey, I'm a realtor, I could find you something. And
Mhm.
literally from there, he started sending me videos and pictures. So he sent me this particular one where I'm building this resort. And what caught my attention was the sun was white. Like I haven't
Mhm.
seen like a white sand. So I'm like, if this is for real, I'm gonna come. So he's like, yes, it is. So the next day, I booked a flight. My wife thought I was crazy. I went to Ghana, and then when I went, I was like, man, this is beautiful. The breeze,
Yeah.
everything. So even when I went, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna buy like 8 plots, like eight,
Mhm.
8 lots. Like it goes by like 100 by 70, which is like about an acre. I ended up buying like eight acres. So I'm like,
Oh,
okay, this is bigger than me.
yeah.
So the question is like, how can I let people see the vision that I have so we could all make money together? Because to me,
Mhm.
passive income is the way to go. And for me, doing the feasibility study around there, the returns were really good. So I was like, okay, how do I get people to be in the same mindset as me, like, so that when I'm in, let's say, Africa or Ghana, I have a place to stay, like I have a resort. But when
Mhm.
I'm not there, it's a resort, so people are enjoying it, but I'm making money. So that's how the whole project kind of started. So the whole project is, I'm a diasporan. I know I'll probably go to Africa or Ghana once a year or twice a year. Anytime I go, I have something that I can, stay. I have a place that I can stay. But when I'm not there, because it's a 5-star resort, it's making me money, and the returns are really good.
Mhm.
So that was the whole goal for this project.
Man, that's incredible. Like started from $50,000 condo to now building your own resort in Ghana.
Mhm.
That heck of a story, man.
I would say that's a big jump, and
Yeah.
like that's really inspiring as
Yeah.
well. Like just coming from working a regular job and then going to making
Mhm.
an entire resort, like
Yeah.
that's major, that's huge,
Yeah.
and it gives people that look like us like an anchor, and it shows you like, hey, I can do this too.
Hmm.
Yes, yes. That's the
Absolutely.
goal. The goal is like, okay, you know, can we all do it together? And one of the things, like sometimes we neglect the power of partnership.
Mm.
And even one of the things, I always tell a story when I was getting my um downtown Baltimore, the commercial property. It was a group of us, four friends. We were like, okay, we want to get this property, a commercial property, so we could get passive income. And then once the price came, everybody started moving out. Like, okay, nah, this is too much. I can't pay for
Group
this.
chat. It sounded like that group chat. We try to go on vacation together.
Oh my
Everybody
goodness.
like,
Yeah.
what? When the bill
And then
comes,
one other person
right?
is like, oh no.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I need to figure out a way because I saw with me once I see the returns, I'm like, okay, this is good. Let me find a way to get it. I talked to my wife, and we're able to liquidate our 401k and all that stuff, put it in it, and now it's making us, a ton of money that I'm able to not really retire because I haven't really retired, just stopped working because I have enough income that I don't have to worry about basically working. I work because I love to work.
Amen to that, man.
So the goal here is like, wow, if there's power in passive income, at least every month your bills are being paid. You don't have to worry about it. You can actually live life. That's the way to go. And there's
Right.
no better place to kind of do it in the motherland where the returns are really great. Because if you look at it, most of these billionaires are going to Africa now.
Yep.
So it's like we most of the time we complain, oh, the Chinese are taking over Africa, or
Mhm.
the France, the Europeans, but we are not investing in there to be able to make something that we could actually enjoy for ourselves. So I mean, that's the whole goal.
Right. So it's a perfect opportunity. So like for the people who are Ghanaian who, leave and go to university and then come back, or the people who are in the diaspora, this is a great opportunity for them to come back to the motherland and not just come to party, but come
You're right.
to invest and come back home. So this is like an amazing, amazing opportunity, man.
Um,
Mhm.
are there any other resorts in Ghana?
Oh
And
yeah,
so, what separates yours from theirs?
that's a great question. So there are, I would say, even on the strip where I am, the line that I am, there's at least 3 5-star resort there already,
Okay.
and the whole place is developing really well. That we are actually not in competition. Somebody may say that, oh, because there are other resort there, you may not get people to come. I think it depends on the experience that you're giving them. Because with us, our whole goal is giving people the experience of, when you come there, there's this joy that you are going to experience. And then not only that, we are actually taking you to see Ghana. We call it the Black Star experience, meaning that we would take you to Almina Castle, Accra, the parties. We would take you to different places, so you're actually experiencing Ghana itself.
Yeah.
And then also, you know truth be told, every weekend there's a wedding. So
Mhm.
there's a lot of people, and people want that
Looking
luxury beach resort,
Yeah.
weddings and stuff. So definitely, every weekend you could be booked because of those type of event that's going on. And Ghana is a party city, so you host one event, you are good.
Right. Yeah, no, I love the fact that you said that because it's not really competition. Like the competition is actually good. What I mean, it
Hmm.
gives you something to kind of like compare as well
Hmm.
too. So you can like know what to do in the market and stuff.
Yes.
The other thing is, I really love the name a lot. Like Black
That's good.
Black Star Resort. Can you let the people know like why did you choose that name and why is it significant for your resort?
So I think that's a great question. I think the name actually came from my wife. So for
Okay,
people who don't know me, my wife is African American. So I'm Ghanaian American, but she was born and raised in Buffalo, New York. We met at school.
so we'll
So
bridge
the
the
name
Thanks.
so the name actually came from her. So one time we went on a vacation, I think Cancun, and we was like, what, we want to do this resort. What should we name? She went Black Star. I'm like, Oh, that is good. And so I asked her why, and it said the historical portion of it. So then I started digging more into Black Star, Marcus Garvey, and the history behind it, and how we want people to come back to the motherland and be able to invest. And so I was like, wow, this is a great name. And
Yeah.
then find out I went to trade market in Ghana. They're like, no, Black Star, you can't, because that's the symbol for
Right.
the soccer team.
Right.
And then and I'm like, okay, the people are coming. We want them to be royal. So then we added Black Star Royals. So then you become more of a royal, to be it. So literally, based on the history. So as I said, when it comes to what makes us what makes us different is based on the fact that we want to be able to bridge the gap. That's what you guys are doing, bring people from the diaspora and let them come see the motherland. But at the same time, not only that they are coming to just see and go, they have something that is actually generating them income.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter where they are, they have that connection to the motherland.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely genius. And can you break down a little bit, like, what does that partnership actually look like? If somebody wanted to invest in part of the resort, how does that work? And is this something where people can like just come to visit like a regular hotel or resort, or can you like kind of give us a breakdown of the two different types?
Yeah, yes. And actually, do you mind playing the video? I just want
Absolutely.
people to know what we are talking about when it comes to the result. I think that, it will make things much easier. Oh, not that one, the other one.
Gotcha.
You mute it? Oh, you have to mute.
I can hear you.
All right, cool. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
All right, cool. So, and with your question, can you ask the question again? I just lost it.
Yeah. So for people who want to invest in this, like, can you give us a breakdown? Like, what does that look like when people want to come and partner with you in this resort? How does that look?
No, that's a great question. So we have two type of partnership. One is to become equity partner, meaning that you become like me. You have a seat in the board, and basically you make decisions on what goes in the resort back and forth. Like basically the founding fathers of the resort.
Mhm.
Or we also have limited partners, meaning that you just buy a unit, you buy a fraction of the resort, you own a part of the resort, that anytime somebody stays there, you make money. You make 80% of the proceeds that comes in, and then we get 20% to basically run the whole resort. And
Mhm.
also, the whole resort is furnished. You don't have to lift a finger. Everything is done for you. And then we report quarterly the financials every 6 months. We will let you know basically how many people came in, the amount of money that came into the resort, and how you get paid. So at the end of the day, one of the things is you're always getting paid from people staying there. So the goal here is to drive people to the resort to stay there. And once they stay there, you make money from people just enjoying the resort.
Wow. Wow. Okay. And so, is there any limit to like how many units people can have, or is there any deals, especially if you have if people wanted to get more than one?
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you want to get more than one, of course, we could definitely talk. Yes, you could get some percentage off. If you want to get more than one, the goal here is, you own a unit, and basically it's like more of a retirement. To me, I call it more of a passive income that never ends, because you actually have a deed to it. So in case, let's say, hey, you want to use that, to pass on to your kids, you could pass on to your kids, or use the proceeds to take care of your parents. You could do that. So definitely, if you want to buy one, two, there are different types, which later on, when I go through the presentation, that people could choose to invest in different types of the resort, because we do have a presidential suite, we have a two bedrooms, we have each individual unit. So we have different types that people may be able to invest in.
Okay. And how much, I guess, control can people have? So, like, if or how much control does the resort have? Like, do you use like a certain booking site for people to book? Like once you own the unit, do they have to like go through a certain booking site, or can they put it on Airbnb or something like that? Like how does that process work?
So they don't even have to do that because we do have a marketing team that basically just like, we will be listed on a booking.com, different type of places. So anybody, let's say they want to come to Ghana, they go online, they could book it directly from there. So literally it's like an Airbnb, but this time you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to you don't have to do anything, pick any, you don't, everything is done for you. And that's why you're paying the 20%
Yeah,
to run the whole thing for you. So, and at the end of, the quarter, your money just comes in.
that's beautiful.
So just
So,
an investor.
Yeah,
yes, and then also you could, anytime you're there, one of the things that we are doing is, let's say you come to Ghana, we're giving like the 14 days, literally just coming there for free. That you don't have to, just stay there, enjoy, and then when you're ready to leave, you could just leave.
No benefits package.
yeah.
Yep.
So you can just you can literally you're marketing everything for them. So it's just like
Yes.
you literally just pay. You have your unit is yours, and the other 20% is being used to help promote, help fix things. I'm sure as well too.
Yep.
So this is perfect for the investors. Like you could be completely hands off. Like your
Yes.
money is making money
It's
for
working for you. Yep.
you, but you're not gonna
Basically.
get somebody calling you at 3 o'clock in the morning, calling from
Yeah.
God like, "Hey, I broke the toilet."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So no,
Yeah.
that's really really good.
Yeah. I mean, to me, I feel like that's the motto that we need. Like, I always love what Warren Buffett said: if you don't find ways to make money while you sleep, you work until you die. So the goal here is we need to explore different ways that we can make money without actually, being in the day-to-day things.
Right. And this is a way that you're helping people, and it seems like it's very simple to do, because a lot of times when people are trying to do it on their own, trying to figure it out on their own, there's not a lot of people out there that I see doing exactly what you're doing and promoting it in this kind of way. So I appreciate that. It's something that I think everybody in the audience can actually understand and explore and stuff like that as well too. So you don't have to, for all the diasporans out there who's like, yeah, I want to own a property in Africa, but you don't know you don't know anything about the geography there, the demographics there, the economy there, and stuff like that. So this is somebody who you're from there, you have family there,
Hmm.
so um, this is actually dope. So
Yeah, and then also one of the things, we become part of a community, so it's not like, you are left alone, but you are part of the community, to be able to, basically, when you come in, we will be a close knit because we are all part of the investors. So we will have our retreat, we could talk and kind of brainstorm and listen to you how we could make this better, because if the result is better, guess what, you make more money. So the goal is to be able to brainstorm, come up with, of course we will give you our what we think it will be good for us to be able to market it well. But anybody else we will also open forum to hear people, the recommendation that other people have, so that we could kind of use it to kind of promote the result.
right.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Sure.
So, what if there's someone who wants to invest in a property like this, but they're not making as much as maybe your typical investor? Do you have flexible payment options?
Yes, we do. So when it comes to payment, we do have, like, we call it self-pay. Like the
Mhm.
person could decide to self-pay, no mortgage or anything like that. So with that one, yeah, we could spread it into 5 years, with 2 years, and then they'll pay month by month. Or we also partner with some banks, so they could also go through the mortgage portion to be able to, basically, I think the mortgage, they want you to put 20% down, and then they'll spread it in 15 years for you to pay it off. So
Okay.
there's different options.
No, that's awesome. Because that was another hurdle that I know a lot of people have as well too. Like it's normally not a lot of financing options. You know, it's being American. Like I know everybody says American, like we love that. you know, you go to Africa, like whatever they have, they own. So
Yeah.
but that's dope. Shout out to Alvin in the building. He says most diasporan lack investment knowledge, so this is an amazing opportunity. Absolutely, shout out to Alvin, man. Um, and anybody in the chat, y'all, chat. If you guys have questions for Frank, don't hesitate to put it in the chat. We can have a little quick Q&A. You know what I mean, in here as well too. So don't hesitate to ask questions.
Awesome. Do
Um,
you want me to go over the presentation or?
sure, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we can definitely do that now. So I'll pull that up for you.
Oh, I mean, if you guys have more questions too,
Oh
because
no,
I think
mhm.
most of the questions that are coming to is already in the presentation.
Well, that's good. Y'all load up y'all questions right now, and you can do the presentation. And if they have any other questions outside of that, we can go from there. So this would be great. Um,
Awesome.
and let me pull that up. Here you go. All right. All right, Frank, you got control of this. You got it. Can you move it?
Yeah, let me see. Yep.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We are here to introduce you an investment opportunity that's not just financial returns, but it's actually reconnecting with your heritage, building legacy towards financial freedom, and owning a stake in one of the most beautiful and profitable resorts in Ghana. So, so there has been a lot of growing demand in real estate in Ghana, mainly due to the whole year of return. A lot of diasporans are returning back, and when they return back, one of the things that they are realizing is Ghana is not cheap. So whatever savings that they had 6 months, a year, 2 years, and it just ran out. And normally with Ghana, the work that they do there, you may not be able to do it. So there has been a growing demand for passive income. Imagine having something that brings you income. You don't have to worry about money. So that's why we want to shift the mindset towards legacy and also financial independence. A lot of people may think, oh, I want to build my own mansion in Africa, or I want to build this particular house in Africa, but then it becomes liability because you rarely use it, and it just and if anybody who wants a property, there's always something breaking, and then you have to fix it. So the goal here is, we want people to kind of think towards legacy and have, to have financial freedom. So, um, so this is where we tell people that you can own a piece of the motherland and build generational wealth for yourself. Our slogan is where pure joy meets endless happiness, and Black Star Resort is a 5-star destination resort, and our main goal is to give exclusive experiences to our customers. So just to go over why invest in Ghana. So one of the things that is booming in Ghana is the tourism industry. So 2019, as I talked about, the year of return, was over 1 million, 1.1 million people went to Ghana, and then COVID hit. It's only about 300,000. Then after that, a lot of people started coming. So in 2024, it was almost 1.3 million. Out of that 1.3 million, Ghana made $4.8 billion just from tourism
Hmm.
spending in Ghana. So the money is there for anybody who do something to capture that diasporan um, population. And then also where the resort is actually suited in a really nice place. It's about 75 minutes to 90 minutes from the airport. It's also 2 hours from Elmina Castle. Basically, that's where most of the slave trade occurred. So most people want to go there, see their history, listen to how things happen at Elmina Castle. So this is basically, this is not just a vacation home that you own in Africa. This is actually a business that you are getting yourself into, and with this business, it's it's automated, hands off income, and you get to enjoy luxury hospitality. So now let's go over the business model, which I think is very simple. Basically, you buy a unit, you rent it out to guests, like any hotel. You earn 80% of the revenue that comes in. The projected internal rate of return is about 35% to 55%. And then your payback period. So whatever money you put in, your payback period is about 3 years. Normally, we tell people give yourself 3 to 5 years because we know in business there's hiccups, but it's a 3 to 5 years you make your the initial investment that you put in back, and which we are going to go over the numbers how you make it back. So this is where we say let your money work while you keep building. One of the things that normally we do is, especially being young, you feel like you could, the work is always going to be there, but it's going to get to a time that you know you want to move, but the body is not moving with you. So we want to make sure we keep building. As I was saying before, Warren Buffett said, if you don't find ways to make money, you work until you die. So that to me has resonate a lot with me, trying to find different ways or different type of businesses or income stream so that I don't have to work for the rest of my life. So why is this different? This is real ownership. Professional management team will manage it, like Marriott and other, professional hotel management team. And also you get real deed. You get a real title. Basically, you could sell it if you don't want to. After years, you made a couple of money or something happened, you could always sell. It's an asset that you could sell, or you could pass on to your kids. And also, as I was talking about, we have transparent governance. So every 6 months, we go over the numbers to make sure everything makes sense and get the team to contribute on in different ways that we can also improve. And then basically, you also get a luxury vacation for life. And some people may choose to actually stay there, for good. They retire, they want to come stay there. They could also come and stay there too. So there's different ways that you could spend this property that you own. So here, as you could see, we have villas and also the hotel portion. The hotel portion is not, it would take about 4 years to complete. The first phase that we actually build in is we call it the entertainment center or the villas. So we have a couple of villas. Out of these villas, the ones you see, there's 35 units in them. And this is where in the middle section, um, this is where we are going to have, entertainment. We're going to have different type of weddings and other things. We have a stage for any kind of thing going on. We have two restaurants. We have one restaurant here, and then also we have another restaurant in front of the beach. And the hotel itself also have about three restaurants. So with this, we have already started. We broke ground in July. Started building this front property, and basically with this we will finish in July 2027. That's when people will start making money from it. So here we want people to be able to envision themselves, being part of this resort. And then also knowing that even if I'm not here, somebody's there and paying me. So basically, regardless, you are gaining something from this resort. And so here is the restaurant at the bottom, which connects the hotel section and then also the villa section. And then this are a couple of the renderings. So most of the villas, you have your own private pool, your garden area. You could kind of sit, have private, family meetings and other things. If you don't want to be part of the noise, the backyard is there for you. So with this, I'll just go over the different type of villas that we have as the first phase that we are building. So the first phase, this is the studio bedroom. It just this one is just like any hotel room. If you go to a hotel room, you have either your king size bed or the two double queen. So basically, this is just regular. It's 450 square feet for the room. And then, as I said, all of this comes furnished. So this is how the room is gonna look. You have this is your standard room overlooking at the water, and then also this is your standard bathroom.
Ooh, that's standard.
Right. That's amazing.
All right.
And
Beautiful.
then we do have the duplex villa. So the duplex villa is mainly like here, we have townhouses. At the
Hmm.
bottom, you have your living room and your kitchen, and then on the top floor, you have your bedroom. So two bedroom on the top floor. So this is the open concept um, living room and kitchen. You have your powder room also here, and then you have your bedroom on the top floor.
Mm.
And then we do have simplest villa. So the simplest villa is mainly you have your living room, kitchen, bedroom all in the same unit. This is mainly for our older folks that cannot or don't like to climb the stairs or don't
Hmm.
have ability to go up. And basically this is for them too. So currently this is the one that we are building first. So you have your kitchen, your living room, kitchen. Behind the kitchen there's a bedroom, and then on the right hand side there's another bedroom. So this bedroom basically, as you can see, is overlooking at the water, and also you have your ensuite bathroom. So this is the bathroom that comes with it. You have your tub, you have your shower, and then also your vanity. So this is the presidential suite, which is going to be a four-bedroom villa. So three bedroom on the second floor with your balcony, and then also you have one bedroom on the first floor. So one of the things that actually got me excited about this particular project is where the area is going. And to me, for any investment that I do, I look at the future of the place that I'm investing, that my property that I have will hold value. And it will hold value because of this project. So there's also other investors who own 300 acres of this land. They have golf course, and they have started building a city around there. So
Mm.
with this city, what it's gonna bring a wave of people coming there to enjoy. And when they come, you will be able to appreciate the property that we have, and then also have more activities for people to do. So if one, let's say somebody decides to be part of this, what do they get from this? What are the perks that become an owner? So obviously become an owner of a beachfront resort and get first priority to book your stay. So anytime you want to come, hey Frank, or Black Star, I'm coming this day, we block it for you. And also hassle free management, never have to worry about maintenance fee or monthly fee like Airbnb. I mean, how do you call it, timeshare, and every
Hmm.
year you have to pay even if you go or you don't go. This one you don't have to pay because the guests they're paying for you. And
Hmm.
normally what we also do, um, we have a 10% escrow account. And basically the 10% escrow account, because this is a resort already furnished, we want to make sure we have enough money in a bucket, just so that in case something breaks on, or the TV breaks or something happens,
Hmm.
you use that to revitalize the resort. So we always have money in the bank to be able to kind of work on keeping it as a 5 star. And then, as we talked about, you have 3 to 5 years payback on your initial investment, which we are going to go over the numbers. Also, you get to create a legacy for your family to make a lasting impact on your financial freedom. You get passive income every quarter for the rest of your life. Also, you may also retire in Ghana and knowing that there's going to be income coming in. Um, Also, you can be part of the movement. So one of the things, this is not only just a result, but a movement to bring diaspora to Ghana for an exclusive experience filled with luxury living, rich culture, and delicious food. So one of the goal, the mission for this resort is go to different places, Europe, the Caribbeans, US, different places, bring diaspora to Ghana, let them see, basically where they are from, their home, and then be able to experience what Ghana has to offer or Africa in general has to offer. Kind of to be part of this, basically it's 5,000. You could secure a spot, say, hey Frank, I want this spot. It's 5,000, and then basically I will spread over, the other payment, or come up with a certain amount of payment that will work for me to be able to own this.
Hmm.
And then one of the beautiful thing is also us being a U.S. citizen, or even, yes, U.S. citizen, we get tax advantage, meaning that this business is we call something called SPV, special purpose vehicle, but it allows us that the income and the expenses in Ghana, we could bring it back to the U.S. You could use it for your taxes to gain more refund.
Excuse me.
Hmm.
So, and then we do have self financing, as we were talking about, and then also we have fractional ownership. So somebody may say, "Hey, I don't have the whole money, but I want to do it in chunk. I want to own part of it. I want to own
Hmm.
50,000 of it," and then you would divide, and then you get the residuals from that part that you own. And then, excuse me. Also, we have the 24 months, 2 years free interest payment, 10% down, or you could do 60 months, 4% with interest, 20% down. And then when it comes to mortgages, we have one with Access Bank, First National Bank, and then Central One Lending Group. That's a U.S. company that they say they lend to people who want to own properties in Ghana.
Hmm.
So this is where basically you make your money, and also the cost of each unit. So it ranges from 150,000 all the way to 750,000, which is the presidential suite. So basically the two bedrooms are 350, the presidential one are 750, and then the king size is 150. So
Well,
how do you make money? Go ahead. You
I,
had a
I was
question.
just about to say, like, wow, just the fact that there is an entry point of $150,000 for one of these units is actually insane. So this is actually very affordable for anybody that understands the market in Ghana. I mean, this is very reasonable to ask for beachfront property. Like you can't find this nowhere in the United States anywhere to find
Yeah.
two-bedroom suite for 350,000 that's overlooking the ocean with all the
Yeah.
amenities that you have. So yeah, this is incredible.
Thank you. And then with this too, how you make money. So as we talked about, so we have so we did a study in Ghana, the 4 to 5 star resort. The occupancy rate was 60 to 70%. So
Mm,
basically, we just used the 60%, and the average daily rate, which I was telling you, there's already other resorts there. Which
mhm,
when I was doing my feasibility study, they were charging that much. So basically, it's 268 per night. So let's say you pay your 20% room management fee to manage it. Basically, you get 215 $15 per night. And if you do the 60% occupancy in 3 years, the first year you make 47,000, second year is 48,000, third year is 49,000. So this is when we're saying that
mm,
if with a 60% in 3 years you make your initial investment back. So let's say we started and first year we got 40% and
mhm,
50% and then 60%. So we are saying that give yourself 5 years and you make your initial investment back. So
mhm,
that's where the numbers are coming from, to make sure that, to me, any investment that I'm doing, I want to make sure, when do I get my initial investment back, and the rest is on the house. And to
Hmm.
me, if you could give yourself 5 years to kind of get that money back, and then the rest is like literally just playing with the, the house money, and then you could always sell it to kind of get your, basically double your money, because you just made a, let's say 5 years, you made your 150, and then you sold it for like 160. Now in that 6 7 years, you already made 300,000.
Right. Wow.
And then basically here too, this is the second phase. So with this one, it's gonna take a little bit longer, as we talked about. It's 4 years
Hmm.
for us to complete this. So the first phase is starting from 99,000, and then basically goes all the way to, we have a penthouse. So with the penthouse goes to $1 million. Penthouse, we have, you have a 4 bedroom penthouse. You have your own infinity pool. You have a terrace that, you can entertain people, bring people. Kind of, you have a jacuzzi. Basically, you have a butler. You have all that stuff.
Sir, you say a butler?
Yes, yes.
Jeffrey?
Jeffrey.
It comes with it. It comes with it.
Wow. That's
So
incredible.
yeah, that is that's the, that's the best of the best out there. So
Right.
um, but yeah, if you have any questions, we could definitely go through any questions that you have, and then we can talk through it.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna be honest. You sold me. You sold me. I need to go and save up my coin, man. Because, um, I believe one of my dreams is to own a property in Africa, and looking at. I've been looking at Ghana. I've been looking at Kenya, South Africa, a couple other countries and stuff like that. But Ghana always has like that specialness about it. I think that year of return really just activated so many diasporans to like even
Yes.
look at the continent, to look at the continent in the first place. And I did get a chance to visit Ghana. I was there in
Nice.
2021 as well, and
Oh, okay.
I was in Accra. I went to the Volta region. I went to stay at a resort over there. I went to
Nice.
Cape Coast Castle, Elamina Castle, and I just told myself, like, you know
Nice.
what, I can see myself here. This
Yes.
this is this looks like just an incredible opportunity. And we actually got a question from our guy Alvin here. This is a good question. He said, "Is this the best first time? Is this best for first time investors, and why?"
Yes, the reason why it's best for first time investors is, normally in Ghana, one of the things that it is always some type of land dispute. So this is where you have free and clear. It's a group that you are dealing with. You are not just going and then somebody will collect your money or whatever. The business, we do have both in US and also in Ghana. So in case of anything, of course, you could sue. The business is still also still here, and then also you have a face to connect with. And
Hmm.
basically, I mean, my family's here. I live there. Of course, I go back and forth to make sure the project is going well. But definitely, I think this is the first time you could kind of dip your toe, see what you could own, and once you own it and see the returns, then you could see the opportunities that Africa in general has to offer. One of the things that anytime I'm in Africa, because there are so many different issues in Africa in general, there's also so much opportunities. Because
Yes.
like most of the time when I'm in Ghana, I'm like, this whatever business that you have in the US, you could just plug and play. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Like literally, just pick any business. Like even if I go to one of my kids play, my children, the play. You know how they have all this place and other thing. You could just pick
Hmm.
whatever from US and then
Hmm.
invest in there, and the money is just, yeah, it's there. People are willing to pay. They need something. So to me, this is something to kind of get in. You're getting it with a team, and then once you get your foot wet and go there a couple of times, now you could actually see the different opportunities that lies there.
Yeah, and I just want to agree with you on that too, because I know a lot of people are scared to invest, especially if they're out of the country, investing and stuff like that. There's a lot of horror stories from people being scammed out of their money, or them buying land that they don't actually own, that somebody else owns it and stuff like that. So this gives you that opportunity that this is a whole community setup. Like is you're
Yep.
not alone in this project. So that gives me a level of comfortability. And also shout out to Will K as well too. He said, "Is it Goma Feta? Is that how you pronounce it?"
Yeah, go more fete. That's why it is. Go more
Okay.
fete.
He said it's a hidden gem. A lot of five-star resorts are under construction over there right now. So, one
Awesome.
thing that one thing I really think is like an easy way to like invest is to always look for anchoring institutions. And you did the exact same thing. You see this big project that's coming where they're building their own, city and stuff like that, and you already have tested, other resorts and markets that are working as well too. So
Mhm.
this makes complete sense to invest in, and it seems like you're in the a good spot, a good hot spot right there. So
Yes, yes.
yeah.
And then, as I said, to me, it's you have to do your visibility study and see kind
Mhm.
of what is there, how you know what's the daily rates and other things. Once you see that, because I mean, even here when I'm investing in here, as I said, downtown,
Mhm.
one thing I love about Baltimore, and
Let's talk
people
about
may,
it.
one thing I love about Baltimore is like the 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 properties, you
Hmm.
could put value in it. You could
Yeah,
put, and then the rentals are much higher compared to,
exactly.
let's say, DC. Okay,
Hmm.
so if you go to DC, the price is so high, and
Hmm.
the rentals is small. Okay,
Right.
because
Hmm.
me, I'm more into passive income, so I
Yep.
want somewhere I can get it for a little bit cheap, but then the rentals is high for me to get that monthly income.
Hmm.
So to me, it all depends on the angle that you are going for.
Yep. Absolutely. And it seems like, this is the perfect time to get into Ghana as well too. Like it's not too late. I mean, there's a lot
Yes.
of I see a lot of investors. I mean, I know you probably heard of Earn Your Leisure and their
Yes.
their project
Hmm.
out there as well too. And just the Turkish are out there, the Chinese are out there, everybody's out
Hmm.
there. So,
Yeah.
you know, we can very much the diasporans and the Ghanaian people can all be, a part of this as well too. And why should we let other people profit and make money and
Hmm.
and get all the success from Ghana instead of the Ghanaian people or the people that came from Ghana? You know,
Correct.
um,
Yeah.
what is your thoughts on? Because I've heard that some people like during Daddy December that they can
Hmm.
make up their whole like mortgage in a year off
Right. Yeah.
off of the Daddy December season. So when you're doing your
Oh
pricing and
yeah.
stuff like that, do you automatically like adjust prices based off of clearly December is a hot time in Ghana where everybody wants to go. Do you automatically update prices and stuff like that?
Yeah, so yeah, the goal, so the ones I'll give is more of an average. So one of the things is
Hmm.
in December, because most of the places are filled up, your price will be much higher. It just
Yeah.
like, it's just like how different hotels here prices it. Depending on
Hmm.
demand, you kind of increase it really high, especially in December. You make most of your money there, and then let's say summertime over there, it's a lot of people don't go there, so basically, then you reduce the price to be able to kind of get people to come in there. But during the high season, kind of increase it because the demand is always going to be there. I mean, business is just supply and demand. So, look at the numbers and see how you could look at the wave that is coming, adjust accordingly.
Yeah.
All of this stuff, you have systems that help you kind of gauge the wave.
Yeah. Um, man, like I said, I'm so Top Hill. We got to come out there and take a look at this for ourselves, man. We got to
But
come and
yeah,
check
during
it out.
December, you may make a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah. We would
Yes,
love to.
definitely. Anytime you're in Ghana, as I said, you know, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. It's a little bit of a
I would
lag,
say
so
that.
you can go ahead.
No, I would say that, you can come and check it out. I think that would be great. I think one of the things, we also update our Instagram very frequently, so to kind of keep update with us as Black Star Resort. If you and go there. All the burden, all activities that we're doing, we kind of put it on there, so you kind of know the stage where we at and everything. So we want to make sure transparency is key for actually for me. I want to make sure everybody, is safe and they know what their money is doing at each stage of of the project.
Yeah. Um, did you partner with any other people as well too to like help with this project, or any other investors or anything like that?
I'm sorry, say it again.
I said, do you have any like other partners that work with you on this project?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, I do. So even the architect is an equity owner. So the architect, he's actually my friend back, what, 20 years ago. We both
Mhm.
grew up Bronx, New York. Now he works for a big firm in New York and basically build hotels and other things. So he's a partner in this. He designed all this stuff. We also have two investors. I have um, two investors. One is a lawyer who's also on this, and then we have sold about five already. So
Oh
on the
wow,
first phase, which is going to be 35 units.
wow, that's awesome. And the completion date you guys are pushing for is in 2027. What
Yeah, yep. July 2027. So the goal here is for us to be able to finish the resort building itself in December of 2026.
Mhm.
However, we need 6 months to kind of make sure we got everything ready. So we tell people, 2027, July 2027, give ourselves 6 months because with construction, there could be delays and stuff. I'd rather um over deliver than under deliver.
Right.
Very smart, very smart. Because and this happens even in America. Like even with the
Yes.
big investors here, like it's challenging to always hit those numbers and goals and stuff like
Hmm.
that. But it's not just like, oh, it's an Africa thing. No, like this is just a real estate thing. This is
Yeah,
anywhere
this
in
is
the
just
world.
a, yep, yep, yep,
Right.
basically.
All right, Alvin, we got another question right here.
So
You said, what's the minimum and maximum investor exit period, and what is the exit procedure?
so it depends on, so if you come in as a limited partner to exit, basically just sell your unit. And then basically the equity partners, we do have a first pass of refusal. So basically we say, okay, this is what, well, this is how much. And then they say, no, I already have a buyer who, is going to pay me X amount of money. Okay, great. You sell it to that person. So that's your exit. And then when it comes to equity partners, so with equity partners, there's different ways that someone can exit. One of them is, we could reevaluate the whole project and see how much it costs and the equity that you own. We could refinance it, get the money, and kind of give your money back to you, depending on how much you have. One of the things, or as an equity partners, we may be able to, exit the whole project.
Hmm.
So there are different ways that someone can exit, but majority of the goal here is to keep it for more of a long term to get residual income. But anyone can decide to exit based on the equity that they have. And let's say if someone owns about 20% and they want to exit, it's so high, then we may have to go refinance the project. Because one of the things is once the project is done, the whole thing is going to be paid for. So we wouldn't have to be owning loans and other things like that. So it's easy to refinance, let the bank hold, and then be able to pay people that want to exit at an early stage.
Okay. That's a great question. All right, man.
What? I'm sorry.
The PP Bob in the chat. Shout out to PP Bob. Um, all right. Man, Frank, I can't thank you enough for coming on here and blessing us with your time and sharing with our audience this amazing project that you have going on in Ghana. I'm extremely excited to see this in person, and it definitely will be following up on it. Carmen, do you have any other questions for him?
I do.
Yeah, let's go.
So after hearing your story and your mission, what would you want your audience or this audience to feel after hearing about your project?
No, good question. I think I mean, to me, the feeling is you have to have some type of belonging when it comes to the continent itself, especially having our president. um, you have to have
Yeah.
some type of belonging and knowing that you have a place to go, and not only that, you have a place, a lineage, that connects you to, let's say, Africa in general. But to have something that give you passive income, I think is a wonderful thing to do. So you kind of having two things at the same time, having financial freedom at the same time. You have some type of legacy that you have built that you could pass on to your kids.
Yeah, absolutely. We got another question as well too. He said, "Who legally owns the land and buildings? The companies, individuals, or a trust?"
So currently, I bought the land in my name. We is in the process to transfer it to the business name, so it'll be in the business name. But as you said, that's something that we can, look into it in the future, put it in a trust.
Okay. Yeah. And does I'm assuming does like a trust like work the same out there in Ghana than it
Yes.
does in the U.S. So
Yep. Yep.
very
They
nice.
have different types. Yep.
Great questions. Yeah, I talk to the audience, and they be thinking, you know what I mean? They
No, this is great. This is great questions. Yes. Great questions. Because yeah, even not, like with the trust, I didn't think about that, but now like my mind is going, oh yeah, that would be good. Let
Yeah,
me go and explore that portion of things, how we can actually put it in the trust.
yeah. But the smart thing is like you got the land as early as you could, right? So then
Hmm.
you can start making the moves from there.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's about just transferring to different
Mhm.
holders. So
Yeah. All right. Well, Frank, like, where can the people learn more about Black Star Royal Resort? How can they connect with you and your team? And how, if they're interested, where do they go? You just
sure.
let them know.
So a couple of things. So I would say, I mean, if you're on Instagram, Um, you could follow us at Black Star Resort. Over there, you could book a one-on-one call to ask more questions. I could talk to you one-on-one to go over any question that you have, kind of go over the presentation. If you didn't understand a certain portion of things, I can go over it. And you could book a call just from there. We have a currently on the bio section that you could just go and click. You also have a website, www.blackstarresort.com. You can also go learn more about the project, and then also we on the different type of uh, social media, LinkedIn, all the different types. You could also send us an email at info@blackstarresort.com. So different ways that you can reach us.
Awesome, man. I want to thank you again for joining us today.
My pleasure.
This was a lot of fun, man. And yeah, anything else you want to leave with the people?
Um, it was just a pleasure to meet you, and I cannot wait to visit myself.
Right.
I'll be there. We'll be there.
We will be there.
Awesome, Carmen. I would love to have you guys there. I think would be a good um way to get there, because I seen the renders and other things, and actually being there and actually being in the room, I think it would be really cool.
I was gonna say
Absolutely.
we got to do a Top Hill video out of there. Like we got to be the first tour,
Oh yeah. We gotta do.
Top Hill
We
tour.
could do a tour for you. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is Dr. Frank Acheampong. Thank you so much once again. Round of applause for him.
Thank you.
All right. And
Stuff sharing.
yeah. And Frank, we're about to get into our second half of the show. You're welcome to stay if you like, you know what I mean? And
Okay.
if not, then we'll chop it up at a later time.
Sounds great. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you guys for having me. I really enjoyed this. This was great. Thank you for giving me the platform to kind of share what I'm doing. So appreciate you guys.
Absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, you enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you once again, man, and have a good night.
You too. Thanks. Bye.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah. Top it. What's it? Yeah, man. Right on there. Well, I get about. We could just, hell yeah. Hold up. Hold up. Shout out to PP Bob. He said, I hear Ghana is hot and humid like Big Mama Savannah, Georgia. Facts. Ghanaian men are soft spoken. No wonder black U.S. women are attached to these dudes. Oh my God.
I think there's some truth to that.
Yeah, that. I would say, I couldn't miss this. Shout out, man. Shout out to Alvin, man. He had some really great questions in here as well, too. Appreciate it. All right. The show goes on, man. The show goes on. What time is it? Hold on. I'm gonna play some tunes real quick, and I'm gonna get the second half of the show together for you guys. All right. If you guys have any other questions, for us, definitely let us know. He said, we back on the ratchet stuff after Nerdy Monday. Hey, look, man, we gotta throw in some knowledge every now and then, man. We gotta learn about investing, getting some money, generational wealth. You know what I mean? Like, it can't be always about
about the program.
Facts, man. Like, you see what's going on in this country, man. We ain't no time to just we don't got time to just be
We're gonna laugh and kiki once we get over there.
Yeah, exactly. We be drinking up margaritas, looking over the water like that shit ghetto over there.
Okay.
Oh man.
Once the one-way ticket is booked.
Facts.
Top hill, hell no. Top hill, top hill. Just subscribe.